You have been told that a glass of milk is the only way to build strong bones. But what if I told you that the real secret is a construction project and that you need to hire 4 different and very specialized crews of tiny, powerful seeds? Today, we are not just giving you another list of foods. We are giving you a doctor's bone-building blueprint. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to be our wise master architect for this important construction project, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life teaching the profound wisdom of rebuilding our bodies from the inside out. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. Building a strong bone is exactly like building a strong and a beautiful temple. It needs more than just the bricks. It needs the mortar to hold the bricks together. It needs the skilled architects to be able to create the design. And it needs the security guards to be able to protect the site from harm. Each seed crew that we will discuss today has its own very special and important job. The source text for our video today tells the powerful story of Mrs. Johnson, a 74-year-old woman who is living in the daily fear of her bones becoming weak and brittle. She felt that the beautiful temple of her body was beginning to crumble, and she needed a new and a more complete construction plan to be able to save it.
And that is exactly what our guide is all about today. Dr. Hinohara is going to teach us how to hire the right and the proper crews for our own personal bone building project. In our journey today, we will meet crew number 1, the masons, who bring the essential bricks. We will then meet crew number 2, the cement mixers, who bring the powerful mortar. After that, we will hire crew number 3, the architects and the engineers. And finally, we will post crew number 4, the site security. It is a true blessing to have this kind of knowledge to be able to understand that our bodies are beautiful temples that we can actively and lovingly help to build and to maintain. If you are ready to begin your own personal bone building project this weekend, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and you will not want to miss a single part of this very important blueprint. Okay, Master Architect Hinohara, our bone building construction project begins now. As our viewers at home are thinking about their health this weekend, what is the first and the most foundational crew that we must hire for our bone building blueprint?
Yes, every strong and beautiful temple must begin with a strong and a very steady supply of the fundamental building blocks themselves. We must first hire crew number 1, the masons. This is our calcium crew, and their important job is to bring all of the essential bricks to the construction site. And our 2 champion seeds for this very important job are the beautiful sesame seeds and the mighty chia seeds.
And the bricks that we are talking about are, of course, the essential mineral calcium. As we all know, calcium is the most abundant mineral in our bones, and it is the mineral that is responsible for giving them their hardness and their beautiful strength. It is the essential raw material for our entire project. But what so many people in America do not know, and what the source text for our video today so powerfully points out, is that you do not only have to get your calcium from dairy products like milk. In fact, as the source text notes, just 1 single tablespoon of the beautiful sesame seeds can offer more calcium than a full glass of milk. And it is a form of calcium that is often very easy for our body to be able to absorb and to use. And the beautiful chia seeds, as we have learned in so many of our other videos, are also an incredible and a very powerful powerhouse of this essential bone-building brick. So these 2 tiny and humble seeds are our master masons, and they are responsible for delivering all of the essential raw materials that are needed for our beautiful construction project. So our masons, the beautiful sesame and the mighty chia seeds, are now bringing all of the calcium bricks to our construction site. That is a perfect and a very important first step. But Doctor, as any good and wise builder, knows a simple pile of bricks is not a strong wall. You need something to be able to hold them all together.
That is the perfect and the most important analogy, Ben. Bricks alone are just a pile of stones. To be able to build a strong and a lasting wall, you must have the mortar to be able to hold them all together. This means that we must now hire crew number 2, the cement mixers. This is our powerful and essential magnesium crew. And our 2 champion seeds for this important job are the beautiful pumpkin seeds and the sunflower seeds. And for our patient, Mrs. Johnson, this was the great and the missing piece of her entire puzzle. She was taking a calcium supplement every single day. She had plenty of bricks arriving at her construction site. But she was not getting enough magnesium in her daily diet, and so she had no mortar to be able to use those bricks properly.
And her story is so incredibly common. Let's look at the deep and the very profound science of why magnesium is the non-negotiable partner to calcium. The magnesium, our beautiful cement mixer, has 2 absolutely critical jobs on our bone-building construction site. First, as we have discussed before, it is absolutely essential for converting the vitamin D that we get from the sun into its active form in our body. And as we now know, it is this active vitamin D that is what allows us to be able to absorb the calcium from our food in the first place. So without our beautiful magnesium, we cannot even get the bricks into the construction site. But second, and just as importantly, the magnesium is also a critical cofactor that helps our body to be able to assimilate the calcium into the bone crystal itself. It is the very mineral that helps the mortar to set and to become hard and strong. So you see, the calcium and the magnesium are a true and an inseparable partnership. You must have both. It is a truly blessed and a very profound wisdom to understand how all of these different and beautiful nutrients that are in nature are so perfectly designed to be able to work together as a beautiful and an intelligent team in our bodies. So our first construction crew, the Masons, have now brought all of the beautiful calcium bricks to our construction site. And our second and very important crew, the cement mixers, have brought the essential magnesium mortar to be able to hold all of those bricks together. Our bone building construction site now has all of the basic and most essential materials. But Doctor, as any good builder knows, you cannot build a strong and a beautiful temple without a good and a very wise plan and some very skilled engineers. Who must we hire next for our project?
Yes, a beautiful and a lasting temple is not just a simple pile of bricks and mortar. It needs a wise design and a very skillful and precise construction. We must now hire crew number 3, the architects and the engineers. This is our beautiful and very important specialized minerals crew. And our 2 beautiful and multi-talented seeds for this very important job are the very same seeds from our last crew. They are the pumpkin seeds and the sunflower seeds. And for our patient, Mrs. Johnson, this was another very important part of her healing that she was completely missing. She was focused only on the big minerals like the calcium, but she was not giving her body any of the specialized and very intelligent tools that it needed to be able to use that calcium with great wisdom and with great precision.
So these beautiful seeds are playing a double-duty role on our construction site. Let's look at the specific and the very important jobs of these architects and these engineers. Let's start with the architect. I know that this important mineral comes from our beautiful pumpkin seeds.
Yes, our master architect for our bone building project is the beautiful and the very essential mineral zinc.
An architect is the perfect and the most beautiful word for it. Let's look at the deep science of this. Before you can even begin to lay the bricks and the mortar, you must first build the scaffolding of the building. And in our beautiful bones, that scaffolding is a beautiful and a very flexible matrix that is made of the protein collagen. The mineral zinc is the master architect of this entire process. It is absolutely essential for the healthy function of our bone-building cells, which are called the osteoblasts, and it is also a critical cofactor for all of the enzymes that are responsible for creating that beautiful and that strong collagen matrix. So you see, without the architect, the zinc, you have no blueprint and you have no scaffolding to be able to build your temple upon. So the zinc is our master architect, and it is responsible for designing the beautiful collagen framework. Now, who are the engineers on our team that help to make that beautiful framework strong and durable?
Our skilled and our very important engineers are two other beautiful and very important minerals that are found in our wonderful sunflower seeds. They are copper and selenium.
Let's start with the copper. The copper is the beautiful engineer that is responsible for the final and the most important part of building our beautiful collagen. It helps to create the strong and the very important cross-links between the collagen and the elastin fibers. For our viewers at home, you can think of this as being like the engineer on a construction site who comes in and he welds all of the joints of the steel frame together to be able to make it strong and resilient against the wind. Without the beautiful copper, the scaffolding of our bones is very weak and it is very brittle.
And what about our final engineer, the beautiful selenium?
The selenium is a different and a very special kind of engineer. It is the safety engineer on our site. It is responsible for protecting all of the workers and the entire construction site from harm. The beautiful mineral selenium is a very powerful antioxidant, and its primary and most important job is to protect all of the hardworking bone cells, the osteoblasts and the osteoclasts, from the daily and the very damaging effects of oxidative stress. A good and a very wise safety engineer ensures that all of the workers on the site can do their important jobs without being harmed by the environment. It is a truly blessed and a very awe-inspiring thing to be able to see the incredible level of detail and of beautiful and intelligent design that is present in the construction of every single part of our bodies. And we love sharing this kind of holistic and hopeful wisdom with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So our bone building construction project is now well and truly underway. We have our masons who are bringing the beautiful calcium bricks. We have our cement mixers who are bringing the essential magnesium mortar. And we have our skilled architects and engineers who are providing all of the specialized minerals for a strong and an intelligent design. The beautiful temple of our bones is being wonderfully designed and it is being beautifully built. But doctor, as we all know, every important construction site needs to be protected from the daily dangers of the outside world. What is our final crew for this project?
Yes, our final crew is the most vigilant of all. They are the ones who are responsible for protecting the entire construction site from the daily dangers of inflammation and of oxidative stress. This is crew number 4, the site security. And our 2 champion seeds for this very important job are the beautiful flax seeds and the grape seeds.
Let's talk about the first and very important member of our security team, the beautiful flaxseed. What is its special and protective power for our bones?
The flaxseed is a true master of balance, and it is especially important for all of our female viewers who are watching today.
That is exactly right. The beautiful flax seeds are our richest and most wonderful source of very special compounds that are called lignans. And these lignans are what we call phytoestrogens. This means that they can help our body to be able to gently and naturally balance its own hormones. This is so critically important for our senior women because the very profound hormonal changes that happen after menopause are one of the primary and most powerful drivers of rapid bone loss. The beautiful flax seeds are providing a gentle and a very beautiful balancing support for the entire system.
So, the beautiful flaxseed helps to balance the internal environment. What about the grapeseed?
The grapeseed is the great protector against all of the external attacks on our body. As the source text for our video so wisely notes, the grape seeds are one of the richest natural sources of powerful antioxidants, and this includes the very famous one, resveratrol. And these antioxidants are the true security guards of our bone construction site. Their important job is to constantly patrol the area and to neutralize all of the dangerous free radicals that are created by our daily stress. It is these free radicals that cause the oxidative stress that can damage our precious bone-building cells and can accelerate the bone loss process. So our security crew is now in place. We have our full and our very powerful team. But doctor, as we all know, every big and important construction project needs one person who can oversee the entire operation. Who is our general contractor?
Yes, our final and our most versatile team member is our general contractor. This is the one who can do a little bit of everything to make sure the project is a success. And for our beautiful bone-building blueprint, that is the mighty hemp seed.
And general contractor is the perfect and the most beautiful name for it. The hemp seed is a true superfood for our bones. First, as we know, it is a complete protein, and it provides all of the essential amino acids that are needed to be able to build the beautiful collagen matrix, which is our scaffolding. Second, it has a perfect and a very beautiful omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, which helps to create a powerfully anti-inflammatory environment for our site security crew to be able to work in. And third, it is also a very rich source of many of our key and essential minerals like magnesium and phosphorus. It is a true all-in-one support system for our entire project. Now, doctor, let's go back one final time to our patient, Mrs. Johnson, and her beautiful temple that was beginning to crumble at the start of our story.
This was the beautiful and the very successful conclusion to her story. Mrs. Johnson stopped thinking about just taking one single calcium pill every day. She learned to become the wise and the patient architect of her own healing. She learned to hire all of the different and beautiful construction crews that her body so desperately needed. She began her new weekend ritual by creating her own beautiful and special bone-building seed mix in a large jar in her kitchen. Every single night, right before she went to bed, she would take one single spoonful. And with that one beautiful spoonful, she was hiring her masons with the calcium, her cement mixers with the magnesium, her architects and her engineers with all of the specialized minerals, and her site security with all of the beautiful protective compounds. After a few months of this beautiful and consistent practice, she went back to her doctor, and her bone density scans for the very first time in many years had finally begun to stabilize. Her beautiful construction project was a complete success. She had saved her own temple.
That is a truly beautiful and a blessed story, doctor. It is a powerful reminder that our bodies are not destined to crumble, but they are beautiful and living structures that we can actively and lovingly help to rebuild and to restore. That is an incredible story of a complete and a total team effort, doctor. For our viewers who are watching on this beautiful Saturday morning and who are now so inspired to start their own bone-building project, what is the master blueprint? How can they create that same beautiful and powerful healing ritual that Mrs. Johnson did for herself?
Yes, the master blueprint is a very simple and a very beautiful one. And it begins with a wonderful act of creation this weekend. You will become the architect of your own healing. You will create your own special bone-building seed mix? You will go to the store and you will buy a few of the beautiful and powerful seeds that we have discussed today. Perhaps you will start with the beautiful sesame seeds, the pumpkin seeds, and the flax seeds. You will then take a large and a beautiful glass jar, and you will mix them all together. This beautiful jar is now your own personal pharmacy. It is your own unique bone-building crew, all in one jar.
So we create our own personalized blend of these powerful seeds. That is a beautiful and a very empowering idea. And the source text for our video is very specific about the timing of when we should take this. What is the ritual, Doctor?
The beautiful and simple ritual is the spoonful at night. Every single night, about 1 hour before you plan to go to bed, you will take one beautiful and generous spoonful of your special seed mix.
And the timing of this nightly ritual is so very intelligent. As we have discussed in our night shift protocol video, the vast majority of your body's most important repair and rebuilding work, and this includes the rebuilding of your bones, happens while you are in your deep and your most restorative stages of sleep. So by taking this beautiful and nutrient-dense spoonful of seeds at night, you are providing your body's night shift construction crew with all of the beautiful and essential materials that they need right at the perfect and most optimal time to be able to do their most important work. This is a very wise and a very powerful strategy for anyone who is worried about the progression of osteoporosis. And Doctor, I know there are a few important preparation tips that we must remember to get the most out of this beautiful seed mix.
Yes. As we have said before, you must always remember to grind your flax seeds to be able to unlock all of their beautiful medicine. And if you are using the chia seeds, it is always a beautiful idea to soak them first. You can simply add your spoonful of the seed mix to a small and beautiful bowl of a plain yogurt or a plant-based milk, and you can let it sit for about 20 minutes before you eat it. This simple and ancient act of soaking makes all of the precious nutrients much, much easier for your body to be able to absorb.
So this is a complete and a very powerful protocol for anyone who is concerned about their senior health and the growing risk of osteoporosis. This isn't just a simple tip. It is a full and a very complete strategy for helping to prevent the dangerous fractures and the loss of independence that can come from having weak bones and the progression of osteoporosis. It is a truly complete and essential blueprint for our long-term senior health. It is a truly blessed and a wonderful thing to be able to take these tiny and humble seeds, these beautiful gifts from nature, and to create such a powerful and an intelligent medicine for our bodies. That is a beautiful and a very hopeful message to end on, Doctor. Thank you for sharing your incredible wisdom with us today. And for all of you who are watching at home, if you found this guide empowering and you are excited to begin your own bone-building project, please give this video a like. It truly helps others who may be living in fear of weak bones to be able to find this life-changing information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you know needs to hear this beautiful and hopeful message. If you have not already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures that you will not miss our next deep dive into your health and your well-being. We would be so honored to have you as a part of our growing community. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know which of these beautiful construction crews will you be hiring for your own bone building project. First, the masons, the cement mixers, the architects, or the site security. Please share your first step in the comments below. And finally, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for the direct medical advice from your own trusted physician. Thank you for being with us. Be well.